Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is article 19 of The Light, a truth paper, a free UK paper, link to which is in the description. Today we are reading this article, Portuguese Appeal Court Rules PCR Test Unreliable. The source is a website, off-guardian.org. In a recent decision dated November the 11th, 2020, a Portuguese appeal court ruled against the Azores Regional Health Authority concerning a lower court decision to declare unlawful the quarantining of 4 persons. Of these, 1 had tested positive for COVID using a PCR test. The other 3 were deemed to have undergone a high risk of exposure. Consequently, the Regional Health Authority decided that all 4 were infectious and a health hazard, which required that they go into isolation. The lower court had ruled against the Health Authority, and the appeal court upheld that ruling with arguments that explicitly endorse the scientific case for the lack of reliability of the PCR tests. For example, as extensively explained in Lockdown Skeptics by Dr. Mike Yaden, Dr. Claire Craig and others. Based on the currently available scientific evidence, this test, the RT-PCR test, is in and of itself unable to determine beyond reasonable doubt that positivity in fact corresponds to infection by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. For several reasons, among which 2 are paramount, to which one would need to add the issue of the gold standard, which, due to that issue's specificity, will not be considered here. The test's reliability depends on the number of cycles used. The test's reliability depends on the viral load present. Citing Serkova et al. 2020 from The Lancet, the court further states that any diagnostic test must be interpreted in the context of the actual probability of disease as assessed prior to the undertaking of the test itself, and expresses the opinion that, in the current epidemiological landscape of the United Kingdom, the likelihood is increasing that COVID-19 tests are returning false positives, with major implications for individuals, the health system and society. The court's summary of the case to rule against the Regional Health Authority's appeal reads as follows. Given how much scientific doubt exists, as voiced by experts, i.e. those who matter, about the reliability of the PCR tests, given the lack of information concerning the test's analytical parameters, and in the absence of a physician's diagnosis supporting the existence of infection or risk, there is no way this court would ever be able to determine whether C was indeed a carrier of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, or whether A, B and D had been at a high risk of exposure to it. Okay, thank you very much for coming. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.